Hey everybody, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show. If you like The Mike Wagner Show and you want to make your own podcast, well, let me tell you about Anchor. First of all, it's free. Secondly, there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. You can also add any song from Spotify directly to your episodes. The possibilities are endless. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you. You can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, many more. You can also make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to Anchor FM to get started.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios.
Hi, this is Mia Mosinzia, also known as Mia No Time for Love. Check out my latest book, Missing, available in print and ebook formats on Amazon.
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, iTunes, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Mike brings you great guests and interesting people from all across the globe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another great episode of the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Mosinzia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Mosinzia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love will be the first to go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Mosinzia has garnered great reviews and even loved and endorsed by Hollywood celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today before it goes missing by Mia Mosinzia, available on Amazon. Also, check out The Mike Wagner Show on over 30 podcast platforms and themikewagnershow.com, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also, Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, Apple Music, and more. Take us with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to The Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Follow The Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today for great gift ideas 24/7. Go to Amazon.com and check out The Mike Wagner Show podcast or TheMikeWagnerShow.com. T-shirts, pop sockets, throw pillows, tote bags makes great gifts 24/7, 365 for your loved ones. And for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/Mia Mosinzia. Also, check out his books, Missing, Once and Wrinkles. Also, check out the cool merchandise of T-shirts, pop sockets, phone cases, hoodies, a lot more. Amazon.com/Mia Mosinzia. Also, check out, also make sure you donate to The Mike Wagner Show at TheMikeWagnerShow.com. Support us on Anchor FM/support and PayPal. Make sure you do so today. We're here with a terrific gentleman who was born in a small mill town and later became a school teacher, successful entrepreneur as a bi-coastal real estate developer and restaurateur. He's an avid reader and also a very engaging thinker and a zealous poet, a global traveler, and of course, he is also an author. He's got the book called The Maestro Monologue. We'll talk about that, along with 180 Climbing the 2 Ladders to Inner Strength and Freedom, also Second Chance Success, 101 Great Ways to Compete in Today's Job Market, and Then I Met Margaret. A lot of great books, and of course, he's a renowned philosopher, teacher, speaker, and author. Live, ladies and gentlemen, from the Plus Studios in beautiful downtown Boston, the multi-talented author of The Maestro Monologue, Rob White. Rob, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Well, that was terrific. Thank you very much. And I'm happy to be here.
Well, it's great to have you on board too, Rob. I mean, look at your profile. This is just amazing. And of course, you were born in a small mill town, later became a school teacher, successful entrepreneur, and also bi-coastal real estate developer. And you also are an avid reader, engaging thinker, and also a zealous poet, and also a regular columnist in the Huffington Post, which I forgot to mention. You also have a new book that talks about battling the negative voices in your head called The Maestro Monologue. He also wrote 180 Climbing the 2 Ladders to Inner Strength and Freedom, A Second Chance at Success, and more. And also a renowned philosopher, teacher, speaker, and more. And before getting to all that, Rob, tell us how I first got started.
Well, I was born in a small mill town, yes, and on the wrong side of the tracks, yes.
Oh, yes.
where there was a lot of alcoholism and fighting and screaming amongst family and neighbors. Mm-hmm. And so I was brought into a conversation that life is tough and you got to be tough to get through life. But I found out by age 13 that wasn't working out. So I'd gotten in a lot of trouble. And eventually the guidance counselor sat me down and said, "You're an intelligent guy. I don't know which way you're going to go. You can either be smart being dumb or you can be smart being smart. Which way do you want to go?" And that was the beginning of me taking on a new, well, you die of who you were. See, that's what I've come to find out, Mike. We die of who we are over and over again if we're going to resurrect who we can be, fresh and new. And it was at age 13, I decided I wanted to go to college, something my family never entertained. I got a job pumping gas and saving money. I wouldn't get a scholarship. My parents certainly couldn't afford it. And so I, at that point, realized we create ourselves over and over again. It's who we are that decides the life we live. So I went from that to being a school teacher for 17 years to quitting to I decided I wanted to be an entrepreneur and I wanted to be a multimillionaire. Mm-hmm. Well, that required that I die of who I was as a school teacher, mm-hmm. someone who was very conservative with his money, not really daring to take chances or any of the stuff you need to do if you're going to be an entrepreneur. So it sort of was that, continually letting go of the I am that I was, that I might resurrect. And I would ask myself, who do I have to be a successful entrepreneur? I have to be ambitious, intelligent. I have to be risky. I have to be willing to put myself out there. I have to be a magnet that attracts the right and perfect people. I mean, I actually paid attention to myself, talking to myself. And that's sort of what life is about for all of us, Mike.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's really fascinating as well, too. And besides having your guidance counselor sit you down and say, what are you going to do for the rest of your life since you're a very intelligent person? What also was that one precise moment that simply influenced you into what you're doing today? So in other words, what was that simply the moment that simply said, this is what I'm going to do, this is what I'm going to become, and this is what I need to do?
I would say it's amazing. When I was teaching school after 17 years, by the way, I quit because I decided I wanted to have another whole lifestyle. One of my students, Debbie, came to me and she said to me, Mr. White, I want to go to Milton Academy, but I'm never going to get in. So I said, why aren't you going to get in, Debbie? She said, I'm not smart enough. I said, Debbie, you're plenty smart, but you act dumb. You smoke cigarettes, you don't go to study class, you don't turn in your homework, you're always goofing around. If you really want to go to Milton Academy, you're going to have to act what you are, smart. Well, she took me seriously and got into Milton Academy. That was an incredible moment for me when I found out she got into Milton Academy because she took me seriously.
Wow.
I didn't take me seriously about myself. Uh-huh. That's when I realized, my God, I shared with her what I know is true about her and every other human being, but I'll be darned if I'm willing to buy into it. Mm-hmm. I think everyone else could do that, not me. Mm-hmm. That's what gave me the courage and the audacity to quit teaching after 3 more years, Mike, and I would have had a limited retirement plan and a full lifetime health plan. I let it all go in the name of adventure because she was willing to be someone she wasn't until she decided she wanted to be at Milton Academy. So it was a 13-year-old girl who gave me the insight that if it is to be, it's up to me. Yes.
Wow, that is amazing. I mean, the power of that, really changing somebody. Oh my gosh. I mean, that is just something, I'll tell you. And, we'll talk about how powerful that is, in the Maestro Monologues here. And also your regular columnist in the Huffington Post. You wrote 4 books and Also, that you're a philosopher, teacher, speaker, and more, and cover that. And also the fact that avid reader and more. And also the fact that, oh, wow, it's just like, bi-coastal real estate developer and restaurateur. So it's like, it's just like, how do you guys do that? I mean, I kind of think to myself, it's like restaurant entrepreneur and real estate. I thought, that's interesting.
Well, I still believe every one of us is capable of whatever it is we can dream of being and mean it. And now I don't mean flapping our wings and flying. I'm talking about sane, pragmatic dreams. And so I always knew there's nobody out there that can stop me. It's the I am that I'm not, that I think I am, that's incapable. That's what I think, that's stopping me. So the biggest adversary I ever had, whenever it came to having a breakthrough to something new, was me. I was my worst enemy, that naysaying thought voice that shows up all the time when I decide I'm up to something bigger than I was the day before. And that was a big, in my Maestro Monologue, the book, I point to that unwanted mental house guest I call the intruder.
Yes. The intruder. That's right. And of course, we got to get those intruders out of our head. And how would you identify the intruder in the Maestro Monologue? We'll talk about that in just 1 minute. But first, listen to the Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international war-ring author Mia Molson-Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love will be the first to go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Molson-Zia has garnered great reviews and even been endorsed by Hollywood celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today before it goes missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon. Also, check out the Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, over 30 podcast platforms. Take us with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today for great gift ideas. Go to Amazon.com and check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast for great merchandise. And for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia for great books and merchandise and more. Check it out today, Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia. Also, don't forget to donate to the Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com. Also on Anchor FM/support and PayPal at the Mike Wagner Show. Make sure you do so today. We're here with a terrific gentleman who is a successful entrepreneur, also school teacher and bi-coastal real estate developer and restaurateur, and also avid reader, philosopher, and a sought-after speaker, and also the author of the Maestro Monologue here on the Mike Wagner Show. And before we talk about the Maestro Monologue, we'll have to hold off the intruder for just 1 minute. You also wrote some other books like 180 Climbing the 2 Ladders to Inner Strength and Freedom, also A Second Chance at Success, 101 Great Ways to Compete in Today's Job Market, and Then I Met Margaret. So tell us more about those books.
Well, each book was a stepping stone for me to get to from where I was to where I wanted to be. So I actually wrote the books to me and wrote them as books to share with the world. But I really got that I had to pay attention to what I was writing about, because I've discovered, Mike, that the conversations I have with myself about myself are what give me the self that I live with every day. Mm-hmm. And that's pretty much what each book shows you from a different perspective. And the other thing that I have come to realize, I say there in my book, and Then I Met Margaret, everyday, ordinary, unassuming gurus. Life is ever offering us tips for getting ahead to where we want to go. If we're aware and awake and paying attention, we will find those people of incidences, circumstances. For example, when I quit teaching, I didn't know how I was going to become an entrepreneur, what business. I was walking on Huntington Avenue in Boston, and I saw a brand new book. Who doesn't pick up a brand new book, right, Mike?
That's right. I mean, we got new books right here too, so I should know.
You should know. That's right. And the book was called How to Get Rich in Real Estate by Robert Kent. Well, my God, that was a godsend. I said, look at this. Now I know what I'm going to get rich in. I know my business. I'm going to get rich in real estate. I paid attention to what he offered, expanded on it, and became very, 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 very wealthy in real estate on the East Coast and the West Coast.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's a good example of what happens when you talk to yourself about yourself in a way that supports the self you want to be. What I found, Mike, is there's no I am that you're born with. You've got to choose who it is. You're born a clean slate. There's nothing there.
Mm-hmm.
No. And if you decide what are the I ams that I intend to express and experience, then I might have the life that I want to live and enjoy. Yeah.
That's really interesting when you think about the I am and everything. So shame on Popeye. I am that I am, and that's all that I am. Shame on Popeye. You're great on spinach, but you're lousy on philosophy.
Oh, that's beautiful. I have that in my Maestro Monologue. I put that quote in there by Popeye that no one else, I don't think young kids today have no idea who Popeye the Sailor Man was. I remember that. I am what I am, and that's all I am. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I mean, he does give a good lesson on bullying as well, too, to prevent being bullies. Like, let Bluto beat up a little bit, eat some spinach, and then you just crank it up, let the pipe turn like a tornado, and just, give him 1 pound and send him over to Fenway Park or Yankee Stadium from wherever you're at. And just, he'll hang from the bleachers just crying. And then he wins over Olive Oil, the most beautiful woman on the planet. Bluto almost had her. There's like a million guys going after her. And could you imagine Instagram trying to get a hold of her back in the day? So, well, it's good to have some spinach as well, too. And also, we cover some of the books as well, too. And about the Maestro monologue about the intruder. And of course, you're wondering about the intruder and everything. So how do we identify the intruder in our heads, first of all?
Well, I say in my book, in the Maestro Monologue, that at age 2, the terrible twos are not terrible for mom and dad. They're terrible for me and you. That's when the no's come rolling in. Mm-hmm. And from age 2 to 5, child psychologists say the average child hears 60,000 no's. Well, by then, we have a conversation with ourselves. What's wrong with me? That's the intruder. Oh, he's got 1,001 things to tell you about yourself that's wrong with you. It's the howling no's that give life to the intruder. So that's the intruder. Then there's the maestro. That's why it's called the Maestro Monologue. That's your natural born genius, fully capable of conducting your daily affairs and orchestrating your life. We wouldn't have learned to walk and talk and read and write so quickly in life if we didn't have the maestro running the show. That's the whole point. If we tried taking on walking, talking, reading, and writing at age 40, they claim we never complete the job. By then, the intruder has 1,001 excuses why it's not going to happen. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So in other words, there's a battle going on between the maestro and the intruder.
Yeah, very much so. If you took it to a religious, but I'm not being religious, you got God and the devil. I'm saying when it comes to our own psychology, you've got the maestro and you've got the intruder. And that intruder will give you one hell of a life if you listen to it. Mm-hmm. And man, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It almost sounds like, the bottom line, good and evil, cat versus dog or whatever it is. And I think you said it perfectly as well, too, with the maestro being in charge of, doing good things as well, too. But how is the maestro in charge of organizing our lives?
Well, if we're willing to listen to our intuition, to trust our senses, pay attention to the world, you will attract the right and perfect people to help and support you, and you will come up with the right and perfect answers. You don't really have to go to success school to be successful. You're naturally born ambitious and creative and curious. And with that, you can be successful. So I claim that if we didn't get hit with the 60,000 no's, we'd all be swimming through life. But we get hit with it, and most folks start paying attention to the unwanted mental house guest, the naysaying voice, more than they do to the yes-saying voice.
And of course, talk about those voices with the nays and the yays and everything like that. What tools does the intruder use to influence our actions or bring us down or, get like, in our heads like that with the intruder?
He's always reminding us of mistakes we made in the past. He is it. It's not a he or a she. It is a genius at remembering every stupid thing I ever did. And when I do something like it again, it pops right up and says, look at you once again doing something stupid. And so it's constantly reminding us, making us feel inadequate and unworthy. And that's why so many people don't take chances and live lives of quiet desperation, just trying to get through.
And of course, too, this also happened to thrive during the pandemic as well, too. And it seems that the intruder seems to enjoy the COVID-19 pandemic.
That's beautiful. Mike, you couldn't have said it better. The intruder is having a heyday right now. First of all, news call upon our intruders, always trying to scare us. Insurance companies call upon our intruders. The big farmers call upon our intruders, constantly scaring us. And right now, I say it isn't the pandemic that's causing so much damage. It's the panic-demic in our inner worlds that are causing, and that's the intruder. Through and through, running the show and making a mess of everything. That's my opinion. Yeah.
And I like how you said that. Instead of the pandemic, the panic-demic.
Yeah.
I like that. Panic-demic. I'm going to have to put that in my vocabulary, and listeners, you should do too. And finally, what are the things we need to do to combat this intruder along with the Maestro?
Well, what's strange about it, I have found, Mike, is the way that you are able to take command of the intruder is you must own it. It's yours. You put it together piece by piece in childhood moments of fear and pain. And what I do when I'm starting to put myself down in any way, shape, or form, which is the intruder, I actually stop. It's a pattern interrupt. And I say, I see you there. Oh, you're good. You're real good. So I actually confront it, which, first of all, it's a pattern interrupt, which gives me a little space to think differently. But I also take absolute responsibility for the intruder. See, as opposed to God and the devil, well, the devil's not my fault. I mean, there was a comedian years ago. Remember, we used to say, the devil made me do it.
Oh, that was Flip Wilson. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. The devil made me do it.
Well, the intruder may make you do the stupid things you do, but you put the intruder together, so you own it. So I say the only way you can get through it is be aware of it when it's starting to take you over and making you feel inadequate, and own it. Oh, you're good. I see you in there, I say to it, which is an illusion, but it's powerful. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I mean, you're really putting things in perspective. I got to say that, Ryan. It was just so amazing. And lastly, where can we find the book, The Maestro Monologue, and all your books at?
Well, they're at Amazon.com and Barnes & Noble, where all good books are sold, and also at my website, robwhitemedia.com. And someday I'll get some really popular person like you to hold it up just like you do that nice Missing, the book that you're showing.
Oh, you know something? Do you happen to have a book with you right now? Because I can show you. It's like I have it on the table. The intruder will say, no, don't pick it up. The Maestro says, pick it up. And I'm going to listen to the Maestro and say, yes, intruder, go missing. That's right. Maestro says you can pick up the book Missing. So I did what the Maestro said and got rid of the intruder. So if you have a book, don't let the intruder tell you, you can't pick up the books. Let the Maestro tell you to pick up a book. It's okay to show it. It's okay.
Oh, that's beautiful. And by the way, hold on just a minute here.
Okay. All right. Well, that's perfect. Okay.
Well, there you go. There's the Maestro Monologue. And I thank you for giving me an opportunity. I don't see if you can see it there, but opportunity to see it. There's the Maestro. And so thank you for letting me. Haven't done that. And I tell you what, that was fun to do. Thank you for letting me do that, Mike.
And also, too, what's coming up for Rob White? I mean, the amazing author Rob White. We'll find out just 1 minute. You listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Also brought to you by our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international war-ring author Mia Molson's The Missing, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. We'll be back with the amazing Rob White of the Maestro Monologue after this time.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley and I'm an American actress and a TV host, and I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. You know, it talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamotionzea.com. Missing. Available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Hey, this is Ray Powers, and boy, are you in luck. Right place, right time. Tuned in to the Mike Wagner Show. You heard me.
We're back with author Rob White of the Maestro Monologue here on the Mike Wagner Show. And Rob, I learned a lot from you. It's just been fantastic. We're going to nail the intruders and, get the maestros on our side at all time. And, just a few more things, Rob. We'd love to have you back in 2022 as well. And speaking of that, what can we expect from you in the future?
Well, right now I am traveling a lot, and I went over to them and stayed with the Maasai tribe several years ago, and I'm planning to do it again for a couple of months. I just find living in a culture so different. They don't think at all like we think, Mike, and yet I get they are as intelligent. Don't you think they don't have they have a maestro that's running the show, the way they survive over there in the deepest of Africa. And I get the biggest kick out of watching the way they live their lives. So that's very exciting to me. That's what I plan to do very soon.
And we're certainly looking forward to it. Love to have back on and talk more about your ventures. And who do you consider your biggest influence in your career, Rob?
I would say my biggest influence was Bill Gates, yeah. I just found him having the courage to quit Harvard and start his own company. I mean, who quits Harvard? You go to Harvard to go to Harvard, then you go and do something. He was so sure of himself because he was so much into being the maestro that he didn't have time to spend trying to learn how to be successful. He wanted to get out there and be the maestro and be successful. So that's why he's my hero.
Oh, that's so fantastic as well, too. And I'm sure you're getting some love through the computer as well, too, with Microsoft. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
Well, I would say it's as simple as this. If it is to be, it's up to thee. And stop copping out and blaming the world. I think that's as quick and easy and powerful advice as I can give, Michael.
And of course, we declare you the maestro as well. You're just amazing. So we're here with author Rob Maestro White of the Maestro Monologue here on the Mike Wagner Show. Rob, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely great. Learned a lot from you. Looking forward to having you again soon. Make sure you keep us up to date. Keep in touch. And once again, tell us about your upcoming projects. What's your website? How do people contact you? Where can people purchase or check out your books, especially the Maestro Monologue?
Well, thank you, Maestro Mike. And you can get my books at Amazon and Barnes & Noble and wherever good books are sold, or on my website, robwhitemedia.com. And thank you so much. This was a lot of fun. You're a lot of fun.
And a lot of fun, too. And looking forward to having you again soon, Rob. Make sure you keep us up to date. Keep in touch. You've been absolutely fantastic. And we definitely wish you all the best, Maestro.
Thank you, Maestro.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. You know, it talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamoshenzea.com. Missing. Available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to The Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, YouTube, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Please support our program with your donations at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again next time for another great episode of The Mike Wagner Show.